Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back today. Well, you've guessed it, we're in downtown Paphos, the harbour area, and we're going to storm the harbour. Hopefully, we're going to meet some old friends, and hopefully, we're going to meet some new friends. But before we go, there's the blue Mediterranean Sea, and there's the most beautiful woman in the world, Miss Ochin Gracilia Leboeuf.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again.
And again. Now stick with us. We are going to storm the Paphos Harbour. Am I right, my dear?
Pelican.
Hopefully, Miss Coco the pelican will be back. Let's go and have a look. Stick with us. We're now going to storm the Paphos Harbour area. Luckily tonight, Dire Straits is not here, so we don't have to run. So we can actually walk and stroll. We might meet some old friends that we haven't meeting for a very, very long time indeed. Mr. James Anderson, if you're wondering about Mr. Costa, well, he is still here, but normally we have to run past him. He's got a queue waiting, and there's a bunch of people he's getting ready to do caricatures of. So when you come out with your beautiful wife and your daughter, guess what? Mr. Costas will draw the life out of you, that is for sure. He says in about 5 minutes, 10 to 15, that's for sure. Gracilia?
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
He is a good artist, yeah.
Every time we have passed, he's doing a very, very nice job. And of course, people are happy and they come again and again.
Yeah, a lot of repeat customers, that's for sure. Now, this is a gentleman who reminds me of my grandfather, and he's a great, great star. What does he do? Well, authentic Greek sea sponges. Yassas.
Yeah.
You all right? Good? Yes. So all sorts of different sizes, rougher ones. He's got tiny ones. And the idea is what you do is you dip it in the water. He's going to show you now.
Look the water. Look the water.
Look at that.
Look the water.
And then you keep it on your person, dab it on your forehead or the back of your neck, and it's clinically proven to open the pores, and it allows you to breathe that little bit better. Wonderful. Yeah, it's chill. Yeah. So that's what he's explaining to you. That's how you use it. Dip it in the water, wring it out, keep it on your person, back of the neck, top of the forehead, opens the pores, and it's clinically proven to make you feel cooler. And you can also use them to wash and scrub the pores with your makeup and that sort of stuff. He's curious to know what we're doing. We'll give him a card one of these days.
Yeah.
Yes. He's not quite sure. He's got a wireless radio, so he listens to the football. But he's a nice guy. One of these days we're going to come back and put him on YouTube and show him how to do it. Where's Mr. Yanis gone? There he is. There's Mr. Yanis over there. He's gumbarrowing away. That's what he's doing. What he's doing is trying to entice you into one of his little boat trips. You all right, Mr. Yanis? That's the boat he's promoting tonight. There's his phone number. There we go.
For business.
For business only. For business only. You can Viber him, WhatsApp him, or you can call him 99965547. He's a great guy. Fishing, buggies, divings, all sorts of things. Even baby wipes if you want some. Great, great guy. And there's all sorts of cruises going on, from the Zorki to the Blue Lagoon cruises. Daytime, nighttime.
When you want to go to Zorki free, I book you, I pay you.
When does it finish?
When you go every day, 12 to.
Yeah, but when does it finish for the season?
I think so, last of the September.
Right, so towards the end of September, we'll go on it and we'll film it. Well, of course, for free, yes. We'll do anything.
When you want.
Are you coming on as well?
I must work when you want.
Good. We'll go on middle of the month. I'll let you know.
You tell me.
Yeah, I will.
And
we'll go on it and we'll make a great, great video. And we'll make fun of Mr. Yanis on the boat, obviously. He's a star. Hairiest man and the sexiest man in the whole of downtown Paphos. Correct?
Thank you very much.
Yes. He's an absolute star. And we love him to bits, and we've known him for years. We're not making fun of him. He's a great, great guy. And it's his joke that he's the hairiest and sexiest man in downtown Paphos. He's been doing it for a long, long time, and he knows exactly what he's doing. And when you go to book with him on one of the cruises or one of those buggies, he then becomes very, very serious and writes down all of your details, your telephone number, your hotel, etc., etc. Repeats it back to you to make sure that it's correct, because of course that is where the pickup is going to be, at your hotel or your apartment complex. You pay a small deposit and the balance when you get picked up. So don't be thinking there's any trickery going on. Honesty, honesty, honesty.
Do you think it's going to be interesting, something to film there? I think yes.
I think
glass bottom. What else? And the
it's a massive glass bottom boat.
Yes, and the sides, of course, are some of. It's actually 18 windows.
It's huge. It really is a big
windows,
boat. Yeah.
18 observing sides.
Yeah, that's right. And there's turtles down there, there's shipwrecks down there, there's fish down there, there's all sorts of things down there. And then you've got another super jumbo glass bottom boat. There he is. That's the man himself, Mr. Rikos. There it is. So that's the lesser scaled down version, 90 minutes, 15 euros. And you get to go out and see turtles and shipwrecks and a bit of swimming. And that's for 90 minutes. Or you can go on the upgraded version. This is the one. Yeah.
The one which is really booming now is the Super Jumbo, the 2.5-hour cruise, guys. 3 o'clock every single day. We go and take you and visit the shipwreck there. After the shipwreck, we go over the reefs, whatever my life passed by. And then we stop down to Rikers Bay, where people, they have a big platform on the back of the boat, showers, people that can swim, they can snorkel. We provide you everything. Yeah, we put the slide down. We have 2 ramps for jumping competition. Yeah, and included light lunch, guys.
Yeah, and that's the difference. So it's another hour, but on top of all the fun and games, you get a lunch as well. That's a bargain, and he's going to be with you, that's for sure, because he's a star. And he's the man who's going to do all the running commentary. He's the man that tells you about the shipwreck. He's the man that tells you about the fun and games. And he's on there with Captain Hassan, who is the ship captain. And he's got a Gumbaru called Hassan, who helps to feed you all. And it's like a souvlaki, light lunch, soft drinks, that sort of thing. Not a bad thing for 25 euros, that's for sure.
One of the attraction of having holidays by the sea is, of course, the cruises.
Cruises.
Excursions by the boats.
Yes.
And I think everyone should try, unless if they have a disease of seasick.
Yes, okay. I mean, sea cruising is not for everybody, obviously, otherwise the ships would be inundated with people. But the glass bottom boat, 25 euros for an hour and a half to 2.5 hours, that's the range in price, if you understand me. You're getting a bit of food on there. If you don't like it that much, well, it's not that long. And if you do like it, you know, you can stick with it. So it's not bad, it's not bad. We found a new Gumbaru. There we are. Hi, you all right?
Hi. How about Stuart?
Where are you from?
Edinburgh.
Ah, it's Sir Stuart.
Yes.
It's not just Stuart. This is Sir Stuart. I've knighted this man.
Yes.
Are you coming for a drink?
Yeah, definitely,
right.
yes.
We're going to have a drink. Are you on your own?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, right, stick with us. We're just going to have a chat to sexy Roxanne. Yeah. There she is, that's sexy Roxanne.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
How are
That's
you?
sexy Roxanne, you all right?
Oh, I'm...
And you're looking sexy as usual. There we are.
I love
They are
this girl.
the 2 sexiest girls in the whole of downtown Paphos, that's for sure.
All day long
There we
here.
are. Busy, busy girl. What does she do? Great personality.
She's like
From
a
moment
man.
one. Yeah, she is, yeah.
And you want to touch and you want to love her.
Yeah,
and
it's
you
true.
want to talk
If you go hunting back in our videos, the first time we met them, probably 4 months ago, we met over there at the little hutch where all the ships go off, you understand. Major Tom, as I call him, he's the man in charge of all the ground control, hence the name. And that's sexy Roxanne. He's in command of her, or she's in command of her. We haven't really worked out which. What do? Well, Paphos Sea Cruises, that's their little hustle, should we call it? And I mean that in a nice way. They've got small boats, big boats, private cruise boats, and of course they're in charge of the Ocean Vision, which is the biggest boat in the whole of downtown Paphos, and it's that one there, and it's absolutely huge. Daytime cruises, nighttime cruises. It's gone out tonight, and it's gone off to dock at the Rikos Bay, and that's where they're going to party the night away and have a fireworks display on a Tuesday, a Friday and a Saturday. And it's 75 euros a pop if you're an adult and 39 if you're a littlie. And there is the man himself, Major Tom. You all right, Mr. Tom? You all right?
How are you?
I've seen the boat going out. Busy? Packed. You look packed. Yes. Packed. What does that tell you? That means it must be pretty good. And if you look at all the reviews for all of their boats, they always get good reviews. I've not seen a bad word, and I've not heard a bad word. And why would you? Because he takes great care of you. And the crew, we met all them, and they're all great guys as well. Thank you, Mr. Tom. Thank you. And thank you, sexy Roxanne. We'll leave you to it. We're going to storm the harbour.
Have a good night.
Right, and you, stick with us. We're going to storm the Cato Paphos Harbour. Right, Chrissy, Laboo? Yeah. It's time.
Yes, it's
First restaurant on the block. Well, they're all Gumbarus of ours, and they're all smiling. Here it is. King's Restaurant. That's the man himself. Hello. There's Gumbaru number one. All the Gumbarus here. You right? Yes. And yes, Mr. Bambus. There we are. They're getting busy, as you can see. Busiest restaurant possibly in downtown Paphos Harbour area. That's their rear of house. There's another gumbaru, there's another gumbaru, and there's a bunch of gumbarus in there as well. And they're all waving. There we are. Nice, nice people indeed. Stick with us. We are now going to get to probably the most popular restaurant in the whole of downtown Paphos. It's coming up now, and there it is, the Pelican. It's the oldest, most traditional and most famous restaurant in possibly the whole of Paphos. And why is it that famous? Well, it's that famous because it's got great food, great service, and it's also got a pelican of its very own. Mr. Andreas is in charge, or I'll rephrase that, the pelican is in charge. So stick with us. We're going to go and see the pelican. That's the man who thinks he's in charge, Mr. George. He thinks he's in charge. You all right, Mr. George? He's checking his money. Have a look at that. He's checking his money. There's a couple of bob in there. Are you busy? All right. And the pelican's back. Let's go and see. Oh, the CVO is calling me this way. Miss Coco is here. Have a look at that. Welcome back, Miss Coco. And she says it's good to be back.
I can't believe it. Honestly, every time I see her, I can't believe how this is how they sleep.
They relax that way. They relax that way, yeah. There she is. The superstar known as Miss Coco is back on the block. She's been away and she spent quite a few days in the vets because unfortunately she cut the inside of her throat with someone that sent her something that, should we say, didn't agree with her. So it cut the inside of her throat. She's been in Nicosia in a vet and now she has returned. She's having a snooze, but don't worry, if you want pictures with the great pelican known as Coco, come in the morning, 10 o'clock, she's on show.
Do they ever lie down? So
I don't think so, no. I don't think they do.
No, they always standing on their
Yes,
feet.
yes. I'm pretty sure she is semi-snoozing. She's not, falling over again. She's not actually sleeping, but she's semi-snoozing is what she's doing. So we're going to come back in the daytime and have a chat with Miss Coco. Look at that. There's some of the pelican food. Look at the presentation. Absolutely beautiful. Great,
Wow,
off you go.
amazing.
Lovely. She's a lovely young lady. Always got a great smile on her face. Right, the next place, it's our favourite place. The Gelamo Bistro. And then their rear of house, the Gelamo Gelato Cafeteria Ice Cream Parlour Extraordinaire. That's the boss himself, and he's desperately trying to get on to Marika and me. Yes, sir. You all right? Good? Alice better. Alice better. So this is the father of the two men known as Andreas and Mr. Marios, and that's the man himself.
A real gentleman.
He's the real gentleman. Superstar. He's a great guy indeed. That's the man over there, Mr. Ryan. Right? Go to the table.
Yes, I'll
I
reserve.
think there's someone in there with us. But keep our table, and then we'll bring him over.
How many altogether?
About three of us. Stick with us.
I'm not going to reserve it.
There he is. What do you mean you're not going to reserve it? I'll get you the sack.
You missed me.
I'll get you. I didn't miss you. You were hiding. There he is, the most handsome man in the whole of downtown Paphos. There he is. He's an absolute star. He really is. And that's the manual. The next restaurant on the block. Sail at the Castle. There's front of house. There's rear of house. That's the sports bar area, although you can drink and eat in there. Very busy indeed. And that's the man himself. How you doing? Right, good. And you're busy as usual. It's going nice and cool now, don't you think?
It's absolutely fantastic. Now the schools are reopening.
What have you done? I chopped yourself shaving.
Look, I was shaving and my son went to go up to talk to me.
Yeah.
He opened the door, whacked me on the head and was like,
That's children. You'll live another day. You'll live another day, that's for sure. Stevie's, the last but by no means least bar on the harbour area. And this is Gumbaru number 1. You right?
Good evening.
And he's still wearing my hat.
Hello everybody. Welcome back to Ooh La La.
Ooh la la la. That's the man known as Henry. Ooh la la la. We got a Gamma Jubba. We got another Gamma Jubba. Somewhere around here will be the boss. He's hiding because he doesn't want to give us a free drink. He likes to hang on to his pennies. But as you can see, it's absolutely packed out. Someone's waving at us. Who's waving at us? These people are waving at us. You go and say hello, Gracevia Alaboof. There we are. Let's find out if they know who we are. Oh, he does know who we are. Good evening, young man. What's your name? Isaac. What a great name. Your name, sir? Noah. Right. And your name, sir? Lewis. Claire. Are you having a good holiday? Where are you staying?
Avanti Village.
Avanti Village.
Village.
Good for the kids.
You're having a good time then, yes? We were there the other night, do you remember? And you were monkeying around on the children's slide.
Yeah.
You can't take her anywhere.
my dad as well. We're from Chester, so.
You're from Chester?
Yes.
Let's finish and we'll come back and we'll have a chat.
See you later.
They're from Chester. Unbelievable. What a small world. What a small world. Right, stick with us. We're going to exit the Cato Paphos Harbour. I think, Crescivia, if we walk out to the blue Mediterranean Sea, I think we might get just enough light to get a nice view, because I can see the blueness. You agree?
What about Mr. Stewart?
We'll be back.
Stewart,
We'll be back.
He's waiting for us.
He's not Mr. Stewart. He is Sir Stewart. He is Sir Stewart.
Sir?
He's been knighted. Do you understand? He was knighted. It's where a man gets on his knees and the Queen taps him on the shoulders, and then he arises as Sir.
All right.
Okay?
I thought you were saying he's already 90.
See some of the conversations that we have.
Yeah.
Very, very good conversations indeed. Yes? Right, there's our superstar, Mr. Simon. There he is. You all right, Mr. Simon? Whoa, look at that. He's doing well. He's doing well tonight. He's doing well. There we are. We can receive you at the booth. He's having a little run around. Stick with us. We're going to go and see if we can get a glimpse of that blue Mediterranean Sea. So, that is the Leboeuf Harbour. Just enough light to grasp some of the small boats, some of the big boats, and over yonder are a couple of dark grey boats. They're owned by the Gumbaros in blue, obviously. You do something naughty, they're going to find you, they're going to catch you, they're going to beat you, and then they may even shoot you. So stick with us.
Well, you're scaring now.
Well, if you
Are
do
you
something
scaring
naughty,
the boys?
if you do something naughty.
Ah, okay. I thought you're scaring the boy again, the boys.
No, just if you do something naughty. Now, the last little, should we say, attraction on the Cato Paphos Harbour before you get to the castle and before you get to the blue Mediterranean Sea is that. The motorcycle exhibition, or the Motorcycle Classic Museum. The chap in charge of it, well, they're actually his bikes, if you understand. His name is Mr. Andreas, and there are various old bikes from the 50s to the 60s to the 70s and into the 80s. And if you really are into your bikes, he can arrange for you to go to the downtown museum in Nicosia, where there are a further 450 classic motorbikes that him and his son have taken great care and a lot of love and a lot of time and, of course, a lot of money to make sure that they are fully restored. So if you're into your bikes, it could be the perfect excursion for you, and you'll go down Nicosia. It takes you about an hour and a half to get there, and of course you could spend as long as you want there and an hour and a half back. So it could be a great day for someone who's really into their bikes. Crescivia?
I think all their bikes, whether they're old or new, they all amazing, especially for the people who are really having the hobby.
Well, people like bikes, yeah. I personally am not really into bikes, although I do understand I do like some classic features and I do like some of the super bikes, but I personally am not, we're climbing a mountain if you understand me, but I personally am not into bikes. I'm more into cars. So I understand that some people like cars, some people like bikes, some people like aeroplanes, and some people like boats, and some people just like women. I like women as well. Anyway, stick with us because we're going to try and grasp the last golden glow of the sun before it totally vanishes and leaves downtown Cato Paphos, and hopefully we can get a little bit of that blue sea as it merges with the blue sky, and there's that little bit of gold as we come round. And there is Ochin Crescivia Leboeuf, bit dark, but it's time for the big goodbye.
I would say that sunset today is absolutely amazing. It's perfect, and I would like to tell you many thanks again and again, and I would like to say to you, please don't forget to click and subscribe, and you will find out more and more enough and other of our madnesses. We're loving you to bits, and see you next time.
What's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and of course if you do like what you see, please hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for a little bit more of our madness. We're on 3 times a day, and slowly but surely the intent is to teach you the way around downtown Cato Paphos, because we understand that you cannot get that from anywhere else. Nobody else will show you Paphos the way we do, because no one else is that stupid or that adventurous. Well, that's for sure. So let's follow the rear end of Crescivia Leboeuf and get a nice big goodbye from her again, but this time in the light. There we are. Once you don't fall in your juppa, Crescivia Leboeuf, you're going to get very dizzy.
I am getting
There we are.
dizzy.
Let's have a final goodbye in the pinkness of that light. There we go. Beautiful. So that's the moat around the downtown Cato Paphos foot. It's very hard to try and keep her steady. She's like a hyperactive child on some kind of
We are
steroid.
loving you to bits. Many, many thanks and goodbye. See you very, very soon.
Thanks for watching.